In 1900, David Hilbert, who's a German mathematician, outlined the 23 unsolved major problems in mathematics. Hilbert essentially set the research agenda for the next 100 years in mathematics. Some of these problems were solved in a short period of time, while others are still unsolved today. The objective of Global Scholar Symposium is to identify and address some of the pressing global issues, and to identify the questions rather than try and find all the solutions. So we call upon the delegates to pose the questions, to explore the topics, and identify the unsolved problems in each of your disciplines.
We look at two possible scenarios for Europe 27.
We need to go to the root of that. Why famines happen? Why atrocities happen? Why genocide happens?
In other words, as we think of power, we sometimes think of power over others. But remember my definition, power is the ability to get the outcomes you want. Sometimes you can only get those outcomes by working with others.
Goodness knows that the world needs smart, globally aware leaders for the future who are committed to action to deal with the challenges that the world faces. Interestingly, almost all of the scholarships which are represented here are named for people of action.
We spend a lot of time on governance and security. I think I'll just focus on that. And all of these issues seem to come down to governance. This is a symposium of scholars. We all have at least one foot in academia, and it's important to think about what it means to do quality work.
Citizens, people have to hold their politicians to what they say. You know, it is very important. We've seen a lot of politicians just say things and just, yeah, all right, I got elected, time to relax.
Getting those organizations to be able to implement policies that speak to people on the ground is actually something that's quite difficult. Perpetually we see people talking in the EU of how disconnected citizens feel from this EU apparatus, which is quite far away from them.
Eventually, we decided that the question we'd like to sort of leave with is, what responsibility do we have? This is very similar to what Henry was saying, as scholars, to go from being rational theorists to rational decision makers.